Welcome to Max for You channel. In this video, we are going to learn what are the conditions for solvability of a linear equations. We all know the general equation of a pair of linear equation is a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So when we compare the ratios, that is the coefficient of x is called a1, the coefficient of y is called b1, and the constant is c1. The coefficient of x in the second equation is a2. The coefficient of y in the second equation is b2 and the constant is c2. So when we compare the ratio, if your a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, you get only one solution, that is a unique solution. If you represent in the graphical, you get an intersecting line, then we can say that this pair of linear equation is a consistent linear equation. Same way, when you compare the ratios, if your a1 by a2 and b1 by b2 are equal, but your constant c1 and c1 by c2 is not equal, then you get a no solutions. So then this system of pair of linear equation is called as inconsistent, and they represent a parallel line. The third one, when all the three ratios, that is a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2 are equal, then we get infinitely many solutions. So we can say this is a dependent and a consistent system of equations. We get a coincident line. So in this video, we are going to learn when there is a missing values in the pair of linear equations and when it is an infinitely many solutions, how to determine the values. So the first question is how to find the value of k when the two equations, when it has a infinitely many solutions. So infinitely many solution, the conditions for infinitely many solution is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. A1 is called as the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x in the first equation is 2 and the coefficient of x in the second equation is k plus 1. So A1 by A2 is 2 by k plus 1. That will be same as the coefficient of y is minus 3 and the coefficient of y in the second equation is 1 minus 2k. So that answer is minus 3 by 1 minus 2k is b1 by b2. The constant, it can be either both should be in the right side or it should be in the left side. So here the constants are minus 7 and 5k minus 4. So when you're writing as in the form of c1 by c2, you get 7 by 5k minus 4. So when the three things are equal, we can equate any two equations to determine the value of k. So in this one, I'm equating the first two items. So we can equate any two, you get the same answer. So we will equate and determine. So we get 2 by k plus 1 is equal to minus 3 by 1 minus 2k. So if you cross multiply, you will get it as 2 times of 1 minus 2k is same as minus 3 times of k plus 1. So try to distribute the terms. When you distribute this, you get 2. So don't forget to write the sign carefully. So when you distribute it, it is minus 3k and minus 3 into plus 1 is minus 3. So bring all your variables to one side and the numbers to the other side. So the variable here is minus 3k, I'm shifting it here, and this one I'm shifting it here. So in this you get minus 4k. So minus 3 is shifted to the side, has become 3k, that is equal to minus 3 minus 2. So the answer is minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1k, that is equal to minus 5. From this we can say the value of k is equal to 5. So if you substitute the value of k is equal to 5 in the given equation, then this system of equations will have infinitely many solutions. Now next question is find the value of p and q for which the given system of equation has infinitely many solutions. In this question we are seeing there are two variables are missing. So we know that the conditions for infinitely many solution is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So the coefficient of x is called as your a1. So the coefficient of x in the first equation is 2. The coefficient of x in the second equation is p plus q. So we get 2 by p plus q is equal to the coefficient of y in the first and the second equations are respectively b1 and b2. So we get 3 by 2p minus q is equal to the constant is 9 by 3 times of p plus q plus 1. If you can simplify, we can simplify, otherwise we need to distribute. Here I can simplify 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So now what is the next step? Since there are two variables, we need to equate the terms two times. So first I'll be equating the terms first and the second. So when we are equating, we get 2 by p plus q is equal to 3 by 2q, 2p minus q. So now you cross multiply. So 2 times of 2p minus q is same as 3 times of p plus q. So now we need to distribute. When you are distributing, it becomes 4p. Then here minus 2q is equal to 3p plus 3q. Now we can bring the p variables to one side and the q variables to other side. So we get 4p. So here in this minus 3p is turned to the sides become minus 3p. So minus 3p, that is equal to 3q, and here we are changing minus 2q to the other side. It's going to be plus 2q. So we get 4p minus 3p is p is equal to 5q. We are naming it as first equation. We can also write p minus 5q is equal to 0. So in the next step, I am going to equate the one and the last. We can also equate these two variables also. So when we are equating the one and the last, we get 2 by p plus q is equal to 3 by p plus q plus 1. Already we simplified that 9 and 3. So now we are cross multiplying. So if you are cross multiplying, we get 2 times of p plus q plus 1 is same as 3 times of p plus q. So we need to distribute. Don't forget to distribute for all the terms. So we get 2p plus 2q plus 2 is equal to 3p plus 3q. Now bring all the variables to one side. So we get 2p plus 2q minus 3p minus 3q plus 2 equal to 0. We all know 2p minus 3p is the like terms we need to simplify. 2p minus 3p is minus p. 2q minus 3q is minus q plus 2 equal to 0. So already we have calculated the value of p. The value of p is 5q. So in the place of p, we are going to substitute 5q. So there is a minus sign. So we have to write it as minus 5q. Minus 5q, and this is minus q plus 2 equal to 0. So the value of minus 5 minus q is minus 6q is equal to 2. Sorry, minus 6q plus 2 equal to 0. So when we shift this minus 6q to other side, it becomes 6q is equal to 2 and q is equal to 2 by 6. So 2 by 6 is nothing but 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. So we are getting the value q is equal to 1 by 3. Once again I'm showing, actually we got as q is equal to 2 by 6, and we need to simplify to one side to 2 3s are 6. The value of q is 1 by 3. Now once we get the value of q, we need to substitute in the first equation. Already we got that the p is equal to 5q. So what is the value of p? 5 times of 1 by 3. So that is equal to p is equal to 5 by 3. So the final conclusion is the p value is 5 by 3 and q is equal to 1 by 3. Then the system of equation has infinitely many solutions. Now the next question is how to find the value of a and b for which the pair of linear equation has infinitely many solutions. This also looks same, but what is the condition of infinitely many solution is a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. But when you notice in this question, we can notice, we all know the coefficient of x is called a1, that is 2. But in the second equations, we are having x variables is there in the two places. So we need to modify, because the standard form of the pair of linear equation, the second equation is a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So here it is not in the standard form. So what we are going to do it, so this particular step I'll be solving here. So first what we are going to do, we are distributing this. So it becomes ax plus ay, then distribute this minus b, then again you distribute minus and minus is minus bx, then it's going to be plus by is equal to 3a plus b minus 2. So to write it in the standard form, so there are two variables are there with x, so here and here. In this we are going to take the x variables common. So if you're taking the x variable common, you get a minus b into x. Same way, if you notice in this ay and by, you take the y variables common. So you get plus a plus b times of y is equal to, then constant we are writing 3a plus b minus 2. So this is your first equation. This is the first equations of linear equation, and this is the second equation. From this only we are going to determine what is your a1 by a2, b1 by b2, and c1 by c2. So now the a1 is called as the coefficient of x in the first variable, first equation. So that is your 2, and a2 is the coefficient of x in the second equation, that is a minus b, because in this it was not in the standard form. We modified and we wrote it in the standard form as this. So it is a minus b, that is equal to, the coefficient of b1 is 3, and here the coefficient of b2, that is the coefficient of y, is a plus b, and the constants are 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. In this question, so there is nothing is common, you cannot cancel this 7 with any of the numbers. So we need to first equate, maybe the first two things we will equate it first. When we are writing it, we get it as 2 by a minus b is same as 3 by a plus b. So when we cross multiply, we get 2 times of a plus b is equal to 3 times of a minus b. So you distribute the terms, you get 2a plus 2b is equal to 3a minus 3b. Bring all your variables to one side. So I am bringing this variables minus 3 to this side, and a variables to this side for the easy calculation. So 2b minus 3b I am shifting, that is plus 3b, that is equal to 3a minus 2a. So once again in this question, 3a minus 2a is a, and 2b plus 3b is 5b. You're getting a is equal to 5b, that is your first equation. Now same like this, we can equate either 1 and uh, third part, or 2 and 3, anything we can equate. So in this I'll show you how to equate with these two terms. So when you're equating it, you're getting it's 3 by a plus b is equal to 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. So here we need to cross multiply. When we are cross multiplying, we get 3 times of 3a plus b minus 2 is equal to 7 times of a plus b. So we need to distribute. 3 3s are 9a plus 3b minus 3 to the 6 is equal to 7a plus 7b. Bring all your terms to other side. So you get 9a plus 3b minus 6 minus 7a minus 7b is equal to 0. So now we are going to simplify the like terms. We get 9a minus 7a is 2a, and 3b minus 7b is minus 4b minus 6 is equal to 0. So we can divide this full equation with 2. So you get a minus 2b minus 3 equal to 0. Already we have calculated the first equation is a is equal to 5b. We are going to substitute the first equations here. So when you are substituting in the place of a, we are getting 5b minus 2b minus 3 equal to 0. So 5 minus 2 is 3b. 3b minus 3 equal to 0. So if you shift this, you get 3b is equal to 3. So the value of b is 3 by 3, that is equal to 1. So now we can substitute in the first equation again to get a is equal to 5 times of 1. So the value of a is 1. So in this question, sorry, the value of a is 5. So we get a is 5 and b is 1. So hope you all understand how to find the missing values when the system of equation has infinitely many solutions. So in the next video, we will learn how to find the missing values when the pair of linear equation is a unique solution or if it is in a no solution format. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit like button and bell icon. Thanks for watching.